Hey everyone, Mr. Venegas here. Today what we're going to do is we are going to go over a few lines of counting whole notes and whole rests using our time signature that is 4/4 time. Now hopefully you've watched the video explaining what the whole note is. As you guys can tell, we have 4 quarter notes here. We're going to look at line number 1. We have 4 quarter notes to start. Then we also have a whole note. So the biggest thing I want you to take a look at is the whole note is worth 4 full beats. So what that means is we're going to start with a big number 1 because remember, it takes up the whole measure. So big 1. Now, I bet you're wondering, do I put big 2, big 3, big 4? Actually, no, because everything is inside of that whole note. Everything is inside that whole note. So actually, you have a big 1, small 2, small 3, and small 4. Now, you see these down and up arrows. This is what's telling you what your foot is doing. So you have to make sure that your foot is following these directions, and you have to know how long that whole note is, and you have to be able to shift to the next measure. So let's try line number 1. I'm going to turn my metronome on. Here we go. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 3, 1, freeze. Now, I bet you're wondering, why is it so long? Because we have to make sure that we're pulsing the entire time so you know and you start to feel exactly how long that whole note truly is. Because as a young musician, you will learn that sometimes some notes are going to be longer than others, and you have to know 100% with your foot tap and also in your head how long they truly last so you can play your music correctly 100% of the time. Here we go. Let's try that again. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 3, 1, freeze. Now let's try that on expert mode. Ready? Expert mode. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 3, 1, freeze. How did you do on expert mode? Hopefully you guys did pretty well on expert mode. And like I said, if you still don't feel comfortable, go back and try doing it again using my finger to help you go from line to line. Okay. Now let's go ahead and let's try line number 3. Now let's skim through it really quick. I see that I have a 4/4, which means there's 4 beats inside of each measure. Okay. So I see I have 2 half notes. Okay, 2 beats each. Now I also see this kind of rest is super important that you understand. There's a rest that looks very similar to it, but this one is not the same. Last week, we learned about the half rest, and I told you the half rest actually sits on the line. If you look at this right here, you're going to notice that this actually hangs from the line, okay? So that one is completely different. So you have to remember this is a whole rest. Now, just like the whole note, the whole rest is worth 4 beats, but it's worth 4 beats of silence. So with those 4 beats of silence, we actually have to write something a little bit different. So you guys can see with beats of silence, you have small 1, small 2, small 3, and small 4, but you have a slash going through them. That's to signify to me that you know that that's a rest. Now let's keep looking right here. Let's see if we see anything tricky. Nope, everything seems to be in order. So let's go ahead and let's try this. Here we go. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, freeze. Now, let's try that one again, but be careful right here on this 3rd measure because you can see that we are no longer have 2 half notes right next to each other. Now we have We no longer have two half notes next to each other. Now we actually have a quarter note and then a half note. So let's try that again really quickly. Here we go. Try that again. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 3. 1, 2, 4, 1, freeze. Now, let's try this one on expert mode. Here we go. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 3. 1, 2, 4, 1, freeze. Good job, everybody. Now, the last line I want to go over really quick is line number 5. So you can see line number 5, we do have some tricky things in here. We have our whole note, which is worth 4 counts, right? 4 beats of sound. Then, hey, look at that rest. Remember I told you last week, that one's super important. You know why? Because that one looks completely different than the whole rest. The half rest is the one that sits on the line. There it is right there. The half rest is worth 2 beats of silence. So make sure you know that. Then we have 2 quarter notes, okay? 1 count each, you know that. Oh man, look, they're trying to get you right there with that 1 quarter rest. Be very careful with that one, okay? Make sure you think in your head the 1 full beat. Then you have a quarter note here on beat 2, half note on beat 3, and then you have a half note and then a half rest to end the line. Let's try this line. Here we go. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, freeze. Let's try that one again. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, freeze. Now this time, let's try it on expert mode. Here we go. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, freeze. Great job, everybody. So, as always, guys, if you ever have any questions on any of these lines or any of these notes, feel free to ask. This is Mr. Venegas, signing off. Bye-bye. Ready? Expert mode. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 3, 1, freeze. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 3. 1, 2, 4, 1, freeze. Here we go. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, freeze.